Good morning dear students, welcome back to our online class. So dear students, in last class what we are learning, we have started the concept of separation of mixture. Okay, so we have introduced some few techniques where we are going to separate the mixture. Okay, with the help of those process we can separate the mixture. So in last class which procedure we have completed? By the evaporation process we can separate the mixture. In today's class we are going to extend the same concept, that is separation of mixture, with the new techniques. Okay, so are you ready? Shall we start? Okay, we are going to start now. So in today's class we are going to focus on the centrifugation process. So what do you mean by the centrifugation? Means it is the process where a mixture is separated through spinning by using a centrifuge. Okay, so with the help of centrifuge we can separate the mixture. How? With the spinning. Okay, have you ever observed the spinning of ball, how it is spinning in one direction itself? So in this way what happened, the centrifugation process is working on the same principle, that is the spinning. Okay, so let us understand this centrifugation process. So it can be asked for 1 marks question, that what do you mean by centrifugation process? The method of separating denser particle. Okay, denser particle means heavy particle and lighter particle. Okay, heavy particle and lighter particle from a mixture. If suppose you have given a mixture or of denser particle and the lighter particle, and if you want to separate those mixture, then which techniques it will going to help you? That is the centrifugation process. It is one of the process where the denser particle and the lighter particles can be separated. Okay, so by which method? By using a centrifugation. So here we are going to use one machine that we call as centrifuging machine. Okay, so this process is called as the centrifugation. Okay dear students, now let us understand this centrifugation process. In the laboratories, this is the centrifuge. Okay, these are the centrifuge. Here this centrifuge is connected to the electricity. Then when the lab instructor or the person who is going to conduct this experiment, if he is going to on the switch, then what happen, it will going to rotate in one direction itself, that you can call as a spinning. Okay, so what happen, if you are taking the mixture in this centrifuge, then denser particle will going to be settled down the lower layer and the lighter particle will going to flow on the upper layer. Okay, so this is one of the technique. Let us understand these techniques, how we are going to use. Okay, so in the machines or in the industries, this is one of the centrifugation apparatus where it is not in a small size, it have a very big size. Okay, because we are going to carry out the experiment in the large quantity. Okay, so we need a big vessel, okay, or big thing to carry out this experiment. Okay, so how it can be handled? It can be handled by the electricity. Okay, so don't get confused that whether it will going to be done by or any person. Okay, person is going to conduct this experiment or conduct this experiment, but it can be conducted by the electricity itself. Okay, so let us understand by taking one example. So here we have taken one example about the milk. Okay, so if we take some milk in the centrifuging machine and spin it rapidly. Okay, suppose this is the spinning machine. So what happened in this centrifuge, if you are adding the milk, then what happened? So whatever creams are there in the milk, okay, so usually the milk is containing cream. Okay, so the milk is containing cream. Then what happen, if we are adding this milk into this centrifuging machine, then what happen, the cream separates from the milk because cream is less dense than the milk. Okay, so here what happens, it will going to be separate here. Okay, how it will going to be separate here? Because the cream separates from the milk because of cream is less dense than the milk. Okay, so the milk will be going to be settled down in the lower layer and it will the cream will going to be separate out from the upper layer. Okay. So, usually what happens, the denser particle will going to be settled down in the lower layer, or the lighter weight of the substance it will going to settle down above the layer. Okay. So, this is the one of the technique where we can separate the milk and cream. Okay. So, here few of the common examples of centrifugation, including the extraction of the fat from the milk in the order to produce skimmed milk. Okay. If we want to produce the skimmed milk from the milk, then we have to be use this process. So, in this way what happen, we can extract the milk to produce skimmed milk. Okay. Skimmed milk means a heavy milk, and the removal of water from the moist lettuce with the help of salad spinner. Okay. Another spinner are there, that is the salad spinner. So, in this way what happen, we can remove the water quantity which is present in the lettuce. Okay. So, this is one of the common example which we are using in a day to day life. Okay. The spin drying of water in washing machine in order to remove water from the clothing. Okay. So, these are the some of the example of centrifugation process itself, where we do not need any kind of the centrifuging machine itself. Okay. So, what happened, the spin drying of water in washing machine in order to remove water from the clothing. So, in the washing machine also we are using the same process. Okay. And the separation of solid blood and the urine materials into forensic and the testing laboratories. If you want to separate the solid blood and the urine material in the testing of blood test or urine test, we are using the centrifugation process itself. So, these are the some common example of centrifugation process. Now, let us understand the next technique, very easy technique. What is the main concept of sublimation process means, where the solid particle is going to be heated and it will going to convert into gaseous form. So, how you are going to define this sublimation process? It is the process the separate a sublimable substance. Okay, the substance which can be sublimate. Sublimate means the substance which going to directly convert into gaseous form. It is called as the sublimable substance from a non-sublimable substance by heating. Okay, if you are taking the two mixture where one substance is sublimable, means it can be converted into gaseous form, and another substance is non-sublimable which going to not convert directly into gaseous form, then you can use this process of sublimation. Okay. So, what do you mean by the sublimation process? This method is used to separate a mixture of sublimable component from a non-sublimable component by heating the mixture. Okay. If we are going to heat the mixture, then later on what happen, it will going to be separated. Okay. Separated means the substance will going to be convert into gaseous form, which is a sublimable component. Okay. So, let us take one example about the ammonium chloride salt. Okay. So, if mixture of ammonium chloride, this is the ammonium chloride in this china dish, we have taken a ammonia chloride substance which is a and the common salt is also heated. Okay. Take a mixture of ammonium chloride and the common salt and just keep it on the china dish and apply by help of the burner, apply the heat. Then what happen? The ammonium chloride sublimates. Okay, it going to be sublimized and it can be cooled and solidified and collected, and salt is left behind it. Okay, so what happened, if we are taking the mixture of ammonium chloride and the normal salt, then what happened, the ammonium chloride, it will going to be sublimate there. Okay, it will going to be convert into directly gaseous form and can be cooled also. Okay, so if you are suppose if you are covering this funnel, okay, with the help of cotton, then by the evaporation process the ammonium chloride it will going to be settled down in the opening end of the cotton. So, in this way what happen, it can be cooled as well as the solidified and collected, the salt is left behind it. Okay. So, in this way what happen, we are able to separate the mixture of ammonium chloride and the common salt. Okay. So, what are the application of this process? This process is used in the purification of many pharmaceutical substances such as iodine, camphor, naphthalene, benzoic acid, mercury chloride and the ammonium chloride. Okay, so in the pharmaceutical industries they have a lots of application where they are using to separate the substances as iodine and the camphor, naphthalene also, benzoic also. So the question can be asked, the substance like a naphthalene itself, how it going to be converted into gaseous form, because it is the sublimable compound, where the sublimable compounds is directly converted into solid to gas. Okay, in the middle of solid and gases, liquid will not going to be come here. So this process is also employed to purify volatile solids contained with the non-volatile impurities. Okay, so this process is also employed to purify volatile substance. Volatile substance means which can be volatile or which can be soluble in any one of the substance. Okay, so this is one of the application of which process? It is the process of sublimation. Okay, so here these are the some examples of sublimation process and the centrifugation process. So dear students, in next class we are going to meet with the next concept. Till that time, just take care and have a good day. Bye bye.